You got a notification that we're live. And we're live. Hey, everyone. My name's Alec. This is my channel. It's White Whale Comics. Normally, we are the New Comic Book Day Book Club, but today we are the Susan first appearance spec and hype train. Hashtag Susan spec. Some people probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Get with it. Susan spec all day. With me, as always, is this guy who's laughing at me. His name's John. Say hello,
I'm
please.
Susan fan number one. Hashtag Susan fan number one. John's Comics and Kids here. Hey, guys.
I got issues still here. I'll say hello to everyone in a moment. Also,
this show.
Also, we have with us, coming back for the second time, as if he ever left, Matt, a.k.a. Thanatos.
Hashtag Susan fan number 2. What's up, guys? It's Matt. Nice to see you again.
That make me Susan fan number 0.
Yeah, you're OG Susan fan.
Hashtag. All right, we have a lot of great people in the chat already. Gray Matter Hulk, hashtag first appearance Susan. You know it. That's what I said already. Wow, like a broken record. TJ, the Slab Dragon Watson, glad you made it, buddy. Wingnut is here as always. Thanatos is in the chat as well as in the chat, saying hashtag Susan forever. Old Wolf 65, hello. DBC Discovery Bay Comics, we have been discovered. I got issues, says boo to the show, but he is still here and he still loves us. I don't care what he says. D-Rump Comics, what's up? JP's Budget Collecting, Sammy Strikes Back. Hi, Sammy. Kachung is here. We didn't get the book, but here for support. Well, did you choose not to get the book, or did you decide not to get the book? DK Comics and Cosplay. Hello. So yes, we're talking about the first appearance of Susan, Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, number 1. Matt is not even looking.
I'm Instagramming you, bro.
Oh. I made it. I'm on IG.
And I've already got the book showing right here. I'm here for you, and I'm here.
Okay, I'll give you a minute. Do your Instagram.
Go ahead.
We were sitting around making Susan jokes for 10 minutes before the show started. You could have done it then, but we'll wait.
No, we're good. Go ahead.
Okay. So we read this book, and the first appearance of Susan is the most exciting thing about it.
I disagree. I think the cover.
The cover is really great. Adam Hughes, can't go wrong. Too bad Matt doesn't have his super cool limited edition versions yet.
Not yet, but I did get a shipping notification today, or at least he showed me the shipping notification of him getting the books from the actual seller, and then I get my reseller book hopefully next week. But I did not pay close to what he paid.
I got issue says, if this didn't have a Hughes cover, none of you would have picked it. Just saying, you cover buying horrors.
He's not wrong.
No.
Yep. but that's the beauty about comics, though. Like, I mean, we picked it strictly for the cover, but it still gave us something to read. And I've never read a Sabrina book before. The last time I saw Sabrina in a comic book was Archie 700 at the very end when we had that little the cameo.
Jack Yo, hello, welcome to the chat. Not everyone said this was a bad choice. Some people, said it was fine.
One of the things I've always liked about doing this show with Alec, besides hanging out with Alec, is the fact that I'm getting to read books that I would not normally pick, that I would not normally be. I would never have found Die, Middle West, and I understand that for every Middle West, we get a Spider-Gwen Go Spider 1 or, a Captain Marvel 1 or whatever. But I think it's the fun of it. And I'm getting books, whether they're horror comics like Gideon Falls or they're more, I guess you'd say, tween phase books. Maybe that's the target audience. I don't know. I think the fun of this show is, for me at least, the broad spectrum exposure to different books.
Matt messaged us earlier and said that we should have reviewed Tech 1000 instead. And my response was, that's mainstream and we're counterculture. So we pick
I'm happy to say that I took the money I would have spent on Detective 1000 and bought these 2 books instead.
So, yeah, I mean, Criminal was a great choice.
That was probably the right call.
So
that was a waste of money for me. I have nothing against Batman. I love Batman. I'm not going to spend $10 on a book that everyone and their mom has now.
I bought the Rude cover though because it was really sweet. Tech 1000 was hardly disappointing. Yeah, Action 1000 was disappointing too. There was one good story in there, so it doesn't surprise me that it wasn't great. None of us actually said what we thought about this book yet, or talked about it at all besides the Susan hype. I thought it was. I mean, it was exactly what it should have been.
Yeah.
Right?
Like exactly what you kind of expected from a first issue of Sabrina.
Yeah. It like nailed it. Yep. It's not, wasn't written for me. But like for the audience, I thought it was a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, my girls will probably absolutely love it. They'll definitely be super entertained by it. I think there were definitely I think I want to say lazy writing, but I don't know why it needs to start with a flashback or a flash forward and then jump into the back. I don't know what I know they wanted to get you excited, there's danger and whatever.
That's a real, I don't know. It's a trope. Like a lot of books do that, and I think it's kind of a lazy way to rope you into the.
I totally agree.
Yeah, you got to find out what happened now.
Right.
Yeah. So she's fighting some werewolf, and then it jumps to her waking up and a normal day at her first day at a new school or whatever. I would have preferred a very different beginning personally, and then of course it builds to what is this beast that's going to clearly be whatever is the drama for the next 2-3 issues.
Yeah.
At this new school, but for me, I grew up. Well, I didn't grow up well, but I enjoyed watching was it Melissa Joan Hart TV? That was like my Sabrina. That was the only one that I really ever had connection to.
I got issues coming in with the deep 13 Reasons Why cuts. It says New Comic Book Day Book Club. This is your tape.
13 Reasons Why is an amazing series. So don't hate.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying he's grouping it in with the same audience. I think it's a bit more mature.
I would completely disagree. I think 13 Reasons Why is
a
bit
more mature.
Is epic and really great and powerful. And Sabrina is lighter fare. I would agree with that part.
So interestingly enough, you talked about how it tries to rope you in with this excitement of the Wendigo or whatever the beast is. I thought the scenes with her flirting with the guys were the most entertaining parts.
They were great because you're like, wow, you're really awkward. And then she has these snippets of moments where she's super suave and like, damn, that was a good line. And then she actually mentions, she's like, wow.
My flirt game is on point today.
I was like, wow, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah,
the werewolf will probably end up being Jughead. That would have been amazing.
I feel
the stuff in school, like that first day of school kind of stuff, was definitely some of the most interesting. The way she was throwing her powers in to do little things to right little wrongs here and there was great. I also didn't necessarily need the cat butt, 2 pages of cat butt discussion, at the very beginning, but maybe that's just me with cats.
I thought it was amusing, but not, groundbreaking.
Sabrina, the TV show with Melissa Joan Hart, was what I watched when I was younger as well. However, most recently on my mind is the new Chilling Adventures of Sabrina from Netflix, which is a lot more mature for sure, much more mature. But it still kind of has that vibe, but in a toned down, more kid friendly manner.
Yeah, the characters are definitely drawn to that.
Yeah, she definitely resembles her.
And the aunts were drawn very much in that vein. I got to choose no one said dick butt.
Yet. Now you just did.
I liked that they brought back Salem doesn't talk in Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. And that relationship from the TV show with Melissa Joan Hart was always kind of one of the best parts. Like I always enjoyed like the idea of having a familiar. So having that in the book was kind of like, oh, okay, we're back to a talking cat. Like, cool. And then you get to find out a little bit of the cat's history, being like an old warlock and stuff. So.
No, I always loved the animatronic cat on the old TV series. I thought it was always a riot.
So bad.
Oh yeah, it was horribly. The animatronics was awful, but the voice actor was great. He was always spot on. And for me, I was excited to see that was part of this. I have not watched the current Netflix series, so I can't give any grade or connection on that series.
Did you read Salem's voice in the Melissa Joan Hart version? Like that's how I heard it in my head, and it was.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you read a Transformers comic and you don't hear the voice actors from the TV series, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah,
Autobots roll out,
just like that.
Yeah, exactly. I forgot what I was going to say.
You froze, Alec. Reboot.
So, sorry, I turned into Optimus Prime for a second. The Netflix series was good. I enjoyed it. I was surprised after reading Archie 700, and I didn't read 701 through whatever, but I was surprised that Archie wasn't in this, because at the end of Archie 700, Sabrina is like, hey, I'm here in town now. So I thought there was going to be more crossover.
Yeah. When they talked about being in Greendale, I was kind of like, okay, so it's probably not going to get much of it. There was a part where there's a redheaded guy walking with a friend, and I was like, I had to look pretty close. I'm like, is that like a little Archie hint? But I don't think it was.
It was just Susan.
Yeah, can we talk about Susan a bit?
Yep.
We haven't done that yet.
Is this going to be like Captain Marvel 14, where it's like, oh, you don't think that's really Susan or like Kamala, but it turns out to be. Come on, man. Keep a straight face for my jokes.
Did you just ask, keep a straight face for my jokes?
Yeah.
You know how hard
Don't laugh at my jokes.
Makes me uncomfortable when you laugh at my jokes. When I'm trying to sell a joke.
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
But it's not a joke. Susan's a real deal.
Susan's a real deal.
Super spec book, for sure.
Super spec book. John, you have the book open. Show that Susan panel.
Oh, man. I got to find your Susan page here. All right.
She makes a sneak peek in her history class.
Yeah.
Yeah. There she is.
Yep.
Look at that. She even has a line. That's for sure not just a cameo.
John, say something.
Oh, sorry. I need to talk. I'm not very good at the talking thing. There you go. There she is, right over her shoulder, reading her book, getting knowledge thanks to Sabrina's magic.
I want to know what's in that book now.
Hashtag Susan Spec.
Yeah, that was a wasted moment, right? Like she changes all their history books to have like truer facts or what have you.
Yeah.
And then the kids just walk out of class like it's a normal day.
Yeah, like their textbooks didn't just change completely.
Nobody's traumatized by what they've learned. The teacher is like not upset or happy or whatever. There's no reaction. It's like it doesn't matter what she did. No reaction.
Well, is it the sort of thing where like it is like a mind wipe where everyone just like comes to a consensus that this is now the case?
No, because
I don't think she's changing history, just the history book.
Well, yes, I realized that. Never mind.
I mean, the history for them. She's not changing their minds, the history that they've learned up to now.
It's the history they're about to learn. They're about to get learned.
They're about to get learned about the real history of the world.
Some of that fancy book learning.
That's right.
From 1998. Yikes. That kind of upset me a little bit.
What?
Because like I graduated high school in 1998. So
hey, I graduated in 96. So what are you talking about?
No, but I mean like that was current history books for me. And she's like, oh, this is so old and out of date. And I'm like, oh man, that's what I learned.
I'm not telling you guys how old I was in 98.
Those books are old and useless, don't you know?
I know you are a lot younger than me.
That's right.
Comichead84, hello, welcome to the chat. Asked what he missed and what the consensus was. We haven't really said that yet. I said that, well,
you gave it a 10 out of 10 for the readers.
For what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Not like for the Earth.
As an adult, I still like, I read fantasy novels. I read sometimes we read all these serious books, and then occasionally I will get a young adult fiction novel just to like break up the monotony and kind of have something really quick and fun.
You're talking about Twilight, right?
I kind of like if you were reading Twilight, yeah. But I imagine like that's how I kind of feel about this Sabrina, is like I'm reading all these super serious comics, and then Sabrina was literally just a little bit of side fun. She was some side action.
She's your side piece.
That's right.
She's no them legs, but she's that scared.
I was not entertained by this book. Don't look confused. That was a real normal English sentence.
It was a normal double negative.
Yes. That's what double negatives are for.
That was not confusing.
Yes. You know what? Fine. You got to talk.
I will say this. I also think, Alec, you mentioned Archie 700. It's a nice companion piece for that. I do wish, like you said, that there was more crossover between the two stories, but it's possible that Archie has since finished that storyline, and now she's clearly moved on to another city and school. But I would have liked a little more crossover.
Yeah, Alec bringing the high endorsement. Yeah, I didn't not enjoy it.
Wasn't she the shocking villain twist at the end of Archie 700, like the last page? She was like the villain on the last page, right?
I will say, though, and I've mentioned this a couple times, out of the recent Archie books I've read, Blossom 666 has been the best.
Yes, Comic Head 84. We are all in consensus that the best thing about this book is this Hughes cover right here. So here it is, Adam Hughes.
So if we're going to talk about the cover art real quick, this cover for Adam Hughes fans was actually intended to release years ago for a Sabrina the Teenage Witch book, which was canceled. So Adam Hughes fans have waited forever for this book to release. So I would arguably this is, in my mind, like a top 5 Sabrina or top 5 Adam Hughes cover. It's beautiful. Like who draws cats that well? It's fantastic, which is why I had to
drop the 100.
Splurge a little bit on. I bought both the Virgin color and the Virgin black and white because I'm a nut job.
Issue says it looks like it's supposed to be released years ago for a Spider-Man book. Isn't that Gwen Stacy?
So Gwen Stacy is Sabrina.
Oh my goodness.
So we actually haven't really talked about the plot much. Surprisingly, John usually
I was letting you do your thing. I mean, it's light on plot in general. It's really just her first day of school and the shenanigans that are leading into the beast we catch a glimpse of on page 1. We get a couple panels or pages of at the very end. I mean, that's pretty much it.
A couple friends you get introduced to Harvey. So the first person she meets at school is running into
Susan.
Radka. Yeah, Radka.
Yeah.
The
bully.
Mean girl. She's the bully. And then you are immediately from like that moment introduced to Harvey, who literally has half a panel.
How do you know?
That much. This much. That's Harvey.
How do you know?
That's right. And then
for the extras that I missed.
And then who comes in? And then Susan comes in.
Yep. Susan makes her hashtag true first.
True first.
Comic Head says, fingers crossed for a Clarissa Explains It All comic next.
I would read that.
Me too.
I don't want a comic. I want a reboot.
What if Sabrina was Gwen Stacy was Spider-Gwen? Gray Matter Hulk says. Old Wolf says size matters. So she, the one thing that kind of irked me about this is she's so I'm I'm so like unpopular and uncool, and like two of the hottest dudes in school like hit on her the first day.
I have a feeling Harvey is not. He appears attractive in the artwork, but I think he's intended to be like the dark horse.
The dark horse
Yeah,
in the competition for her lurve.
Yeah, like they definitely focus more on Radka's brother, Ren.
Yeah, because spoiler alert, he is a plot point later.
Studley.
They both.
So he tries to give her an apple, which is super creepy. And she kind of flirts with him and casts a spell on him to peel the apple and whatever. And because like she tells him, oh, if you peel the apple and get all the peel in one go, whatever the letter it is the person you'll fall in love with. And then she's like, hey, Mr. Spellbook, make it an S for Sabrina. But she really like sticks it to him. She's like, oh, so if you peel it, it's going to be an R because you're in love with yourself. And I was like, oh, damn, zing. So she hits on that dude, and then she makes friends with the nerdy girl in PE class, and then the mean girl throws a basketball at Jess's face. Susan is in the background of the PE class. Hashtag true first. And then she makes her trip and fall in mud, and for some reason they all get detention for that.
Yeah, bad principling all around.
So because of which they get out of school late and it's dark and they're walking through the woods for some reason. And Sabrina and her new little friend Jessa get attacked by the Wendigo, and Sabrina tries to start casting a spell, but the spell from earlier when she casts on Radka to make her show her true self, makes the Wendigo show his true self, which is both her and her brother intertwined into a beast.
The beast with two backs?
I hope not in that case.
Her and her brother make the beast with two backs.
That's maybe this is not a kid's book after all in John's mind. But what is
the second issue is going to be about? But
the second issue is going to have it's going to be polybagged.
Plot twist. Hey, comic head, I'm going to critique a bad principle. Just fact.
By the way, Matt also said we weren't going to get 5 people watching. We've got 30.
You don't know.
I got issues said we'd have a blank house, but hey, he's here.
But he showed up, so sucker.
We have 30 because everybody else stopped their live shows just for you.
Here's what I wanted to in the story. Like, they get detention, but we don't get to see hardly any of that. It's just they cut out some stuff that could have been way more interesting.
What do you want this to turn into the Breakfast Club?
I wanted a little breakfast. I'm going to be honest with you. That's exactly what I freaking wanted.
I mean, it would have been good. It would have been pretty good.
There were so many ad pages at the end for Sabrina, the TV show, for Riverdale, for all these damn shows. They could have spared 2 of those pages for a little more fleshing out of relationships with Jessa, or just discussing some stuff.
Or better understanding why she's reticent to use her powers as much anymore at the beginning.
I would go so far as to say I would have taken it to the last page to be them walking into detention, and the next 3 issues be the Breakfast Club. Take out the Wendigo. Who needs that? It's the least interesting part of this book.
Radka was in detention with them.
Yeah.
And then they leave detention, and suddenly Radka and her brother. Are there spoilers in this?
I already said.
We already mentioned it. Yeah. Hey, don't you listen to the show you're on?
No, he's
I was reading the comments at the time. So suddenly Radka and her brother, who is not in detention, are a Wendigo in the middle of the woods, or on their walk home. What the hell?
Yeah. I don't know. Take out the Wendigo. Who needs it? She says, "What's the Breakfast Club?" I don't know if you're being serious.
That might be a wrench losing offense there.
Delete him.
One does not lose a wrench simply for not seeing a movie.
For the Breakfast
If it's the Breakfast Club,
or like
not seeing and not liking are two different things.
totally, I agree. Hey, but he's got a big hole to fill there.
He's also laughing.
That's what she said.
What?
Big hole to fill them.
that didn't work at all.
You're gross.
I am. I made the Beast of Two Backs joke earlier. Weren't you here for that?
No, I blocked that out of my memory. So, Sabrina, I would say in the world of Archie, A-. In the world of comics, C+. What's up, Bueller?
Yeah, if I had to give it like a 5-star rating, it would be, I'd probably give it like a 3.5. So a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Same here. Yeah, same here.
Well, that's worse than me because that's a C-. Cover though?
Beautiful. 10 of 10.
A.
It doesn't get much better than that.
Well, or does it? What a perfect segue, Matt. Because our debate topic this evening is what our favorite Adam Hughes cover in our collection is.
We should have definitely had a Poor Man's Comics on with us.
Do you want to wait, Matt, and answer later? I'm the one with like the short straw here. I don't have that many Adam Hughes books. I'm slowly building up my collection. I only got one Zatanna, but the one I'm going to pick, I didn't let you answer. I'm just taking over.
Oh, by the way, I think I already know the answer, but are you going to put this on your pull list?
Oh, no, it's not. I mean, if my girls want it on their pull list, then maybe, but I'm not putting it on mine.
Honestly, I don't think this will go on my pull list. Like, this book was specifically for me because of the cover.
What if Adam Hughes does cover story issue?
Then I'll buy them.
So DS also wants to know what the consensus for top Adam Hughes cover ever is. So we'll do that as well. Go ahead, John. Batgirl number 1.
This is my favorite one that I own. This Batgirl cover. I really like this New 52 Batgirl cover. I think it's just got great action to it, and the expression, and the color. I just dig all of it. I've got others that I really enjoy, but this one is just, for me, it's my favorite of the ones I own.
It's a good one. I don't hate that pick. I got
you say that like you usually hate my decisions.
Well, we'll see. We'll see tomorrow on the Battlestar Galactica show.
That's a good one. I don't hate that choice, John. Good job.
I got issues asked. Did anyone in the chat or the show have the Adam Hughes cover for Dirty Pair number 1? No one in the world has that cover. It's impossible to find. Brett Hess asked, "Does it suck?" I just got here. It was okay. And Brick Hunter said, "I picked up a Zatanna Legs in 9.0. Excellent." Okay. So my favorite Adam Hughes cover is not Dem Legs.
No.
Like,
it is the issue before that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, so good.
So good. It's like her
You know what I
face.
like about Zatanna 15 is her face is different. Like,
Yeah, her face is adorable.
Faces like that.
No, her face is adorable. I love the text placement. I love the black cover. I love the surprise minimalism of it. It's unlike me. Yeah.
I've only seen that in person a couple of times, and I will say what I always am struck by is the way it's lit. Like it's like so dark.
Like the Zatanna is illuminating her. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the part that is in all the little details of that cover that is underrated, I think.
And I got this and this from I Got Issues. Thanks, buddy. Probably gonna get these signed and graded at Baltimore.
Wait, Adam Hughes going to be at Baltimore?
Yeah, bro.
All right, I changed my mind. Maybe I'll go.
Yeah, Baltimore party.
Issues is saying he likes 13 as well, and that's the only one of that run that I've picked up with all the little devils, and I do like it a lot. I think I prefer the Batgirl cover personally, just of the ones I've got.
All of the Adam Hughes covers for that run as a Zatanna are Awesome.
There's no bad ones. Yeah.
Fact.
So I know what Matt's going to pick.
Is it the G.I. Joe with Baroness and the two Uzis?
That's a really good one. Jeff Lemire is also going to be a Baltimore. Tom King is going to be a Baltimore.
Bought that comic today. So I was thinking, so John, if you had this comic, would it be your number one? This isn't my number one. This is.
That's a great one.
Would this
it
be?
Freaking is.
It's really good. I do have that.
Yeah, that might oust my pick if I had that one. Yeah, that's a pretty great one.
Interesting. I wonder.
Did you just devil horn me, Matt?
Oh man, it's funny.
You need to put that in the chat. The little devil horn appears in the chat.
Did I just point out a comic that you don't have?
Comics Misexplained said, "I'm going to smash an egg on Tom King's head."
Jeez, Jason.
Yeah, I almost picked the Catwoman cover issues.
There it is.
Yeah. The Catwoman 58, the one I was A-okayed from TJ, is definitely in my top 5.
Was it 44, the red cover? I almost picked that one.
With the lost numbers, right?
Definitely.
But I don't know how you can say, like, for me, Minimalist is also really nice. Like, it's the Adam Hughes' Zatanna covers, at least 15 and 16, are just so clean. Like, there's not a lot of, I don't know, like Zatanna 13, when you showed it, has a lot of stuff going on, right? There's a lot of, like, the numbers, everything's kind of going on around it. But, like, Zatanna 15 is just her black and the title, and then Zatanna 16 with them legs. And, like, I like it because it's got the curtain, and it's kind of like she's just about to start this, like, crazy magic performance.
Well, and the way her face is a little hidden as well is like another minimalist element.
But she's got this, like, smirk.
Yep.
It's just, almost the smirk that is such a good touch. So Zatanna 16 will always be my number one.
I think a lot of times his eyes are like some really captivating elements for the women that he draws, and it's kind of cool that one you can't see her eyes, and yet it's just like her expression is just as captivating.
Absolutely.
This issue of Catwoman I almost picked.
That's a good one. That's a real. I just like Adam Hughes, man.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I was just reading, like, I'm on the Adam Hughes.
I wonder why.
He does boobs really well. He has so many sketchbooks that are literally just like Adam Hughes draws boobs.
Yeah. Do what you love.
His now are outrageous. For a full size commission, it's $4,000.
Holy crap!
That's for, like,
I can swear on my channel. It's fine.
I think it was like I think that's a 14 by 17 or 11. Yeah, I think.
If he's charging that much and people are paying it.
Yeah, I don't blame the guy, because if you're that talented and people are wanting you that bad, like, by all means. So $4,000 for that, and I think a 9 by 12 is $2,000, and then he has like a $1,000 like postcard option. Like,
I Got Issues says he's got the unpopular opinion that he thinks Hughes is very talented, very good, but also just very overrated. And I would say that that's not wrong. He is at a huge level of popularity, and you can't be that popular without being in some ways overrated, right? It's hard to have everything you do live up to that level of popularity.
TJ just sent me this.
I love that cover.
It's really good.
What I think Adam Hughes does really well, like, you see his art, like, he does the pencils and everything, and they're fantastic. They're solid line work. I don't know much about art, but I think his Photoshop skills to do, like, the digital stuff where it's just nice and soft and kind of glows, like,
it's not overdone and gross.
Yeah, like, it's very simple, and I don't know. I just
I also called out this the Supergirl one that I really kind of like. Which again has good movement to it.
Her hair is great.
Yeah, the cape, the hair. Sometimes she does those minimalist ones that like the two you guys showed. They're very static. That's the whole point. But they're captivating. and they're minimal. But like, I like the way he does movement as well. And the same with that's what I liked about the Sabrina cover was she seems like she's just flying off the page.
Dynamic, yeah.
Yeah, and that movement he captures so amazing.
But to answer DS's question, I think Matt and I will agree what the best Adam Hughes cover is. And I think you have it at the ready.
I do.
Yep, there it is. Comic Smurf just beat us to it by a second.
This is by far, even according to him, like this was his favorite piece of art that he's done for a comic book, and it's perfect. Anytime
I go into any comic store, I look in the Legion of Superheroes section.
Dude, right? Me too. That's like
just in case.
To a half-price book, Second and Charles, any kind of like used bookstore, I immediately go to Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes. And you always find number 23 too. You're always like 19, 20, 21, 22, and then you like pray to the little Adam Hughes god, and then it's always like 23 cover A, and you get really sad.
There are a couple of international versions of that are much cheaper. That I thought about buying just to like display because it's the same artwork, but you can get it for like $20. If those of you don't know, that's like $1,000 book.
In a 9.8.
Yeah.
The Catwoman with where she's like getting her mugshot, is that 51?
58.
58. That's a great one too, obviously.
That is also beautiful.
Is that your favorite, John? Because it has lost numbers on it?
Obviously, yeah, that adds a layer to it for sure. But obviously, boobs.
Boobs. I got issues. I'm about to kick him out.
Are you familiar with the Dirty Pair cover?
Yeah, I love that cover. But it is not this good. Like it's a popular, and you can buy it raw for like $100. But it's not as iconic. Like this is Supergirl. Dirty Pair, like, and people can look at it and say like, oh yeah, that's really good art, but no one recognizes those people. Unless Dirty Pair. But
Bonafide Comics, I also almost picked a Wonder Woman cover, but I thought that would be too egotist of me.
His 184 for Wonder Woman is amazing.
I thought that was a pretty good joke.
His 600 is amazing. Yeah, I just got it. It is not iconic. You're dead to me.
Yeah, the one where it's like almost totally black with the lassos. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what number that is? That's the one I was going with.
Oh yeah, those ones are amazing too.
There's the Catwoman too, where Batman's right behind her, like grabbing her, and she's like screaming. That's a really kind of cool one. She looks like she's just getting scared by Batman.
Yeah.
I really like the Catwoman one where she's standing in like a bathrobe with a baby carrier, like a stroller.
Yeah.
With like chopsticks in her hair.
It's like a kimono.
Yeah.
Oh, John was right. It's 51. Now bask in your correctness.
Oh, first time ever. My mom used to say, even a broken clock is right twice a day.
I'm also on the hunt for those sweet Brian Boland Wonder Woman covers. I almost bought them when I was in Orlando, but they were dirty as hell. Like they could have been clean, but I don't think they could have been cleaned enough.
I want the Brian Boland Zatanna 5 cover.
You want a Zatanna cover? That's surprising. But I feel like we're kind of wrapping up, and we're 20 minutes early. Normally we go an hour, but I guess we don't have a lot to say about this book. Anything you guys want to talk about?
Tomorrow we're going to be on JD's channel. People should take a look for that. Definitely want to make sure people are aware of that.
Yeah. TJ Watson's going to be doing an unboxing.
Was it 9 p.m. Central Standard Time?
Of something that I don't know what it is.
It was 7:30 Pacific.
And then right afterwards, right on Fire Guy Ryan's channel, John and I are going to be doing right before
6 o'clock. Pacific.
So we only have half an hour to do it?
An hour and a half. Okay, math, dude. Math.
Okay, wait.
6 o'clock Pacific. We're on Ryan's channel. And then
Which is
9:30 Pacific.
Got it.
There you go.
Okay.
What the F?
Who cares about Pacific time? Eastern.
Pacific Coasters?
Well, but like all TV is like Eastern time.
It really doesn't help that like literally the four of us are all on different times. Like you're East Coast, John's Pacific, I'm Mountain Standard, and JD is Central.
So 9 o'clock Eastern time, we're going to be on Fire Guy Ryan's channel doing top 5 Battlestar Galactica episodes. Do you have your 5 yet, John?
Yes, I'm done. It's all ready. I just have to put them on my whiteboard.
Am I invited to that show?
You can watch.
Ooh, DS Comics with the good words. Stop being so temporal centric.
I got issues, says J. Scott. He's talking about J. Scott Campbell, and other people are saying J. Scott's overrated. I would say fact. That's an overrated artist for me.
Yes.
Um,
I would pick Adam Hughes all day over JSC.
Absolutely.
Here's a possible unpopular opinion. I think there should be no time zones.
I think we should just get rid of clocks and time altogether.
No.
Do you also think the Earth is flat?
No, neither of those things. There should be a 24-hour clock, and it is just the same time everywhere, and sometimes 2100 hours is nighttime, and sometimes 2100 hours is daytime.
That's called Zulu. Zulu time.
Daylight savings is also a conspiracy.
I agree with that one. Isn't it Illuminati, right?
Yeah. It's all to make us tired at certain times of the year.
Art Germ versus Adam Hughes.
Adam Hughes.
I have an Art Germ wallet with Adam Hughes aspirations.
I like them. I'd go with Adam Hughes. If I had to pick between a commission between the two, if they were the same price, I'd pick Adam Hughes.
I will say the one book that like for me breaks this is the Art Germ I want in the Virgin cover. Like this one I think I'd put on par with some of the Adam Hughes that I love. Like eventually I'll snag one of these in the Virgin variant. But I put that on par with the Adam Hughes books I love.
Sorry, John. I have to agree with Melody. Art Germ is overrated.
I feel like Art Germ,
I agree he's overrated.
He was doing like this gritty Batgirl was when I was in love with Art Germ. And I feel like he hasn't really done anything like this since. It's all been like his Supergirls all almost look identical.
Yeah. His Catwoman covers are the only covers he's done that I really like.
I was going to just go and grab some Catwoman covers because I would say those are the ones that he should be graded on the high end.
What is it, Catwoman 4, where she's wearing the lacy mask and she's like scratching herself.
So good.
It's incredible.
That one's perfection.
Or how about the one when she's like Batman's unraveling and she's inside of that says messed up awesome.
And I can't believe I'm saying this. I pre-ordered a 9/8 of Catwoman 10, whatever the next one that's coming out.
Yeah.
Where she's like leaping to the air. That cover is amazing.
Yeah. And then he's doing the throwback ones, 12 and 13, where it's like the old style Catwoman costume. And she got a big booty.
Yeah, TJ says there are germs that I absolutely love, but most are meh. I think he's like super hit or miss for me.
Yes.
Middleton, I would agree, is superior to all of the above.
No.
Yeah. Someone brought up, don't cover your camera. Hold on 1 second. Be right back.
You get the shame hand. It's just shame. Did Matt freeze? Matt, are you frozen? What happened to you? Oh, he's shaming us too. Okay, good.
Look,
the shame hand.
My
this
My mom is. I'm not gonna say it. Hey, it's me. Oh yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, this cover.
If you asked Art Germ, Adam Hughes, or Middleton to draw Poison Ivy, I don't think that Middleton would hold up.
I disagree. I think this is perfection of Poison Ivy. I think this encapsulates her perfectly.
Debatable. Debatable.
Caleb agrees.
Caleb's wrong. Love you, Caleb, but you're wrong.
And Comics Explain also says Middleton has so many different styles, which is accurate. Like you look at his Batgirl covers, and every single one, like you could think are possibly a different artist, but you look at Adam Hughes or Art German, they're like very, very similar. And you know, I like Adam Hughes a lot, but
we're stirring the chat up big time.
This is a good discussion.
yeah, Melody's gonna be mad at you later because she agrees with me.
Mad at me?
No,
No.
she said, I love Ivy. She doesn't even know who Middleton is. You know why? Because I don't show her trash.
She's alive in that cover. Did you say you don't show her crap?
I don't show her trash.
Okay. So the Susan Speck hour is now over. Thank you all for coming. Batgirl 24 is his best cover. Yes, agreed, without a doubt.
Who did NYX4?
He did. He did all of the NYX covers.
Yeah,
Melody owning you says, "I do my own research. Thank you." Tongue sticking out face. Susan. Hashtag Susan Speck. Shut it down.
If we get Sabrina the Teenage Witch on CBSI next week, I'll be impressed.
Yeah, I will be very impressed because 30 people are watching this show.
But hey, 30 people, if they tell 3 other people, you know, we can just...
Everyone send emails to CBSI talking about Susan.
God, did you see Susan? Nobody's actually going to care. Nobody gives a crap.
They said, "Children, please play nice." We have to listen to the Slab Dragon. I'm sorry that you guys are wrong.
I'm so excited. I hope whatever is in that box, I hope TJ gets a taste of his own medicine.
Mm.
The Lego collection.
What?
I was just speculating on what's in the box.
Wait, did you ever get those two back from the grade and keep them and send me the other? So Gray Matter Hulk, they are currently still scheduled for grading, and one of them belongs to I Got Issues. So unfortunately, I cannot send you one. Oh, I skipped the middle part of that sentence. Said Issues said I could send you one. No. Hashtag stand with white whale. Thank you, Drew. Middleton all day.
You know, okay, let's be real here. So
yeah, let's be real. Middleton is the superior artist.
Every Tuesday, there is a hashtag 2 Hughes Day.
Yeah.
Where everybody shows Adam Hughes books. Does Art Germ or Middleton have their own hashtag day?
No, because no one's come up with a clever pun.
Thinks that
because everybody hates Mondays. Nobody's gonna do Middleton Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, so now you're gonna start one out of spite, but there wasn't one before because no one cared.
2 Hughes Day is funny because it's a pun.
And because it's awesome and everybody likes Adam Hughes.
Yeah, listen, I like Adam Hughes too, clearly. Hashtag Middleton Monday is happening and hashtag
everybody post, here's what I want. Everybody tag Matt on Monday with your Middleton Monday posts and just run his Instagram wild.
and everyone do hashtag Susan Speck Saturday.
Susan Speck Saturday. That's the important part.
Post the cover of Sabrina. Hashtag Saturday. Frizzen Wonder Woman is very good.
Art Germ Monday says.
This will be exciting. Mondays are going to be bad.
Not my Thanatos. I mean, come on, look at that.
It's not this. It's not even close.
You're right. It's not even close. Use overrated Wednesdays. Germ my Sunday. That sounds bad. White Whale Wednesday. Thank you, DS. That's
call the CDC on all these germs. Frozen Friday. I've actually seen that one.
Yeah. Now we're just saying hashtags. Why don't we wrap this up for the evening? What do you guys have to plug that we haven't plugged already?
Do you want me to explain next week a little bit here?
Yeah, please.
So next week we're doing something a little different. We are not having book club next week, but fear not, we will still entertain you in some fashion. The troll in the chat and I are getting together to do a show together, throwing some love toward Eric Larson and the Savage Dragon. So tune into my channel next Wednesday, where I Got Issues and I will talk a little racy issue 225, as well as a whole bunch of other great Eric Larson Savage Dragon goodness.
Yeah, you should only talk about 225.
It'll come up.
Yeah,
on my channel, we are not showing you the cover.
I've got one of those. It's terrible.
That's a boner joke.
It's in my bag. I haven't. It's still sealed. I have not opened mine.
Stephanie Hans does need a day. Matt, you got anything going on that you want to plug?
No.
Oh.
Yes.
Nerd Alert with John. Was that April 11th is what we talked about?
Yes, sir. Tolkien.
We're going to be talking about
Tuesdays.
Tolkien. Yeah, that's a good one. And then April 4th.
Yep.
I'm going to do comic book Green Lantern Comic Club.
With me too.
With John again. Like, man, that's what, 4 live shows together? Holy crap, this is amazing.
Stupid.
Hans Toberfest and Hans Hump Day are both very good.
Ooh, I like Hans Hump Day. And then Hans Toberfest would just
really
be like
doesn't
October.
Hans Hump Day sounds like something really different.
Stop.
Tolkien Tuesdays.
So we need to figure out what we're doing for next week after that for this show.
But I can announce that on Wednesday next week if you want. Still gives people a week, right?
Yeah.
And if you haven't
April 3rd.
subscribed to I Got Issues, he just put a trailer up a few days ago for the Savage Dragon show, and you can check it out. He did a really good job on it.
He does
really cool.
Really awesome, like, edited pieces for sure. If you don't follow him on Instagram, he does all sorts of cool stuff. And the trailers he did for our Comics is Therapy series are
amazing.
Better than anything I've ever done.
No, we're not saying sub him. Don't sub him. He does not need encouragement. But go and watch the video.
Yeah, and give it a thumbs down. Don't do that. That's just mean.
Yeah, you don't want to encourage. Don't feed the bears.
I think the saying is don't feed the trolls. Anything else?
Oh, well, I'm Comic-Conning this weekend. So I will not be doing Saturday morning comics, but I'm going to be doing Friday night comics and Sunday morning comics. So I will definitely be live streaming a bunch this weekend, but because of the con, I'll be doing the Comic-Con all day, pretty much Saturday. So I'll be doing stuff Friday night and I'll be doing other stuff on Sunday morning.
And for those of you Instagrammers, follow Comic Talks. He's going to be doing auctions from the con every night. Should be really fun. That dude's a cool dude. But don't, so I can buy books from him. But do, because I can't afford books right now. Hey, thanks for coming, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I've been Alec. That's been John and Matt. Collectively, we are the Susan Speck Club. Go buy copies of Sabrina. It's going to be on CBSI Top 10 next week. #1 book.
Right.
Hope you all have a great night. Never turn your back to the ocean. Bye.